What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Celio's Network. Today I'm playing with Zoroark GX, Lycanroc GX. Pretty much a rogue deck right now, I think, but seems pretty cool. Zoroark GX from Shining Legends is a really good card. Lycanroc GX seems good because other people are going to be playing Zoroark, so it's weak to that. Yeah, let's see how it goes. I have not done a deck analysis on this yet, but if you would like to see my deck list and hear me talk about the deck a bit, comment below and I will try to get one of those out ASAP. So I believe I saw Psychic, Colorless, and Grass in the deck type. Yeah, so we're playing against... I'm gonna guess this is Golisopod Garb. Probably a bad matchup for us since Lycanroc is weak to grass. But I have teched a Turtonator GX into this deck for this matchup, so let's see how that helps out. We'll grab the Turt, we'll grab a Zorua, and we will grab a Tapu Koko promo. Gonna get a DCE on that Turtonator right away, and we'll pass the turn. So basically what I want to do here is hit the Golisopod GX with a Choice Banded Shell Trap. They take 8 from it, from attacking into the Turtonator. Then hopefully find an Acerola, and pick up the Turtonator, rinse, repeat. Somewhere in there we'll get a Zoroark GX and attack with that. But Turtonator is our game plan right now. We'll see them bridge it. So on this channel, I'm trying to put out a variety of decks, content on different decks. Just if you have some favorites or ones that I'm not putting out on the channel, let me know, and I will try to feature some of your favorite decks. But Zoroark GX is a shiny new card, so I figured I would put out some content on this because I think that Zoroark GX is what a lot of people want to see played right now. Because we're not really sure how it stands in the meta outside of Japan. Zoroark GX is doing really well in Japan, but they have a different format than us, so we're not really sure how it's going to look in the United States for Zoroark GX. But I do think it's a very good card. Has a decent attack with a really good ability, high HP. It will definitely see play. They bridgeted. They only have 2 cards in their hand. It's very possible that they don't have a draw supporter, but I don't think they would have. I don't think they would have bridgeted if they didn't have a draw supporter. They would have used Wonder Tag to get an N or a Sycamore. But just in case they messed up and they don't have draw support, let's Sycamore this turn. Alright, we'll play down 1 Lycanroc in case we need to utilize Lycanroc GX's Bloodthirsty Eyes ability, but we really don't want to attack with them because the Golisopod will kill it very easily. Excuse me. Alright, we'll retreat to Turtonator, hit this Wimpod for a nice 40, and if they choose to attack in the Turtonator, they will be hit with 8 damage counters. Also, Golisopods can never one-shot a Turtonator because it has 190 HP. So their damage cap is 180, if they used Crossing Cut GX with a Choice Band. Um, if they Flying Flip with Tapu Koko first, they could always use Crossing Cut GX to kill us, but it's never a one-shot on Turtonator. So they just took 8 damage counters. We are going to Ultra Ball away this Lycanroc and a Sycamore. Get a Zoroark GX. Now an Acerola would be really, really nice here. So I think I'm going to go for it. They don't have a Floatstone on a Trubbish yet, so I'm going to take a risk and trade away a Field Blower. I play 2 of them. Let's see what we get. We do not get what we wanted. I'll attach a DCE here, and then we'll end, hopefully getting a Choice Band. Okay, we got the Choice Band. Sweet. Let's see. Alright. We're gonna head into this Golisopod. It is Golisopod, so they are playing a lot of Acerola, 3 or 4 usually, so there's a good chance they'll just get an Acerola here. Even if they do, they'll still hit into the turret and take 8 damage counters, which is really nice. We can always just Rescue Stretcher the turret back and start this all over again. Another Rainbow Energy. We have 3 items in the discard, so if they Acerola and put out a Garb, Trashulance would miss killing us by 10 damage unless they also got a Choice Band. Guzma, so we're not seeing the Acerola this turn. That's really good for us. They're going to bring up Rockruff and kill it. Okay, interesting. Definitely interesting. We'll bring up Coco since it has free retreat. Put a Floatstone on this here Zorua. Gonna look for that Acerola again, so I'll trade away a Coco. Still not hitting it, but that is okay. We have attackers other than Turtonator here to use. Think I'm going to. They have 5 cards in hand. I'm gonna knock them out this turn. An end seems like an okay move here. Try to get another Rockruff down since they killed the last one. Oh, there's the Acerola we want. I could Rescue Stretcher the Rockruff, but I really want to save the Rescue Stretcher for the Turtonator. And since I don't need another Pokemon down for Zoroark to knock out Golisopod, I'm just going to go for a Riotous Beating without filling up my bench. So with the help of Turtonator, this might prove to not be so terrible of a matchup like I thought it was. I did just build this deck yesterday, so I haven't put in a lot of games with it. I have already made a few updates to the list. This is probably on its 3rd or 4th update. Changed some numbers, realized I needed more than 1 Field Blower, so I put a second one in. things like that. The Turtonator was like an instant inclusion when I realized Lycanroc's weak to Golisopod. Zoroark can never one-shot it. So, Turtonator seemed like a good call, and it looks like it's doing its job. We'll see the Garbotoxin come down, a Trashulance. What's our item count? Still at 3, that's very good. They're going to hit us for 120. Alright. Floatstone. I think I'll put that Floatstone here, because I might want to retreat into Turt and hit them. If they hit us, they die. Well, if they hit us with that Golisopod, which they wouldn't because they have a Floatstone. But I still would like to have a different attacker out there. So I'll attach here, hopefully getting another Zoroark. I don't think I have any in my discard. No Zoroark in the discard. I'll rescue Stretcher now since I am going to Sycamore. Got the Rockruff. I can't trade because they have Garbotoxin active. Well, the Garbotoxin ability is active, I should say. Okay, no. We do not see a Field Blower. But we can... Do we want to retreat? Or do we want to just hit with this Zoroark? I think we'll hit with this Zoroark, and then next turn we can just rescue Stretcher the Zoroark GX back and evolve it onto the benched Zorua. The Garbotoxin's definitely slowing us down. Hopefully we'll hit that other Field Blower soon. Or maybe a Guzma to kill the Garbotoxin Garbodor. But in the meanwhile, they can't use powers either, so they can't Lele for an Acerola when they need it. We'll see an Ultra Ball. Interesting. They can't get a Lele. Well, they could get a Lele, they just can't use Wonder Tag. Trubbish, okay. The Stomp Off Trubbish. Retreat to a new Golisopod, alrighty. Excuse me. We'll send out this Coco. Another Rockruff, alright. I'm gonna Acerola this Turtonator. I have another Acerola in my hand, so this could get very annoying for my opponent the next couple turns. Let's rescue Stretcher that Zoroark GX so they don't Guzma up that Zorua and kill it. We'll evolve. Going to bench this Rockruff in case they Guzma that Rockruff. I always like to have a Rockruff ready to go in case we get Field Blower and Bloodthirsty Eyes Lycanroc GX. And we'll send out Turtonator and hit for 100 damage with Shell Trap. Now if they hit into this Turtonator, we can just get a fresh new Turtonator again with the second Acerola in our hand. Let's see what resources our opponent has used. One Guzma and no Acerola. Okay, there goes another Guzma. They're gonna kill our Tapu Koko. Alright. Thinking, let's see, they have 2 prizes left. They're probably... Their next move is to try to one-shot a GX, but we don't have any GXs that they can one-shot because they have float stones on their Golisopods, so they can't cross and cut GX for 180 unless they get a field blower. We'll attach this here. Attach an energy here just in case we need it. And I think I want to end them to 2 in case they got something nice off their prizes. Just put them down to 2 cards with no abilities, courtesy of their Garbodor. We're not going to play that Lycanroc GX down because that would give them a win condition. We're just going to Shell Trap. Take 2 prizes. Alright, I think we're in a pretty good position here, but things can always change. I think they're going to go for the acid spray here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 items, but they acid spray. Take 8, and they flip tails. Little do they know, we have another Ace Arola waiting to come out. Yeah, I think we'll just throw out this Zoroark. Put down Turtonator in case we need him later. Turtonator could be Guzma and just stuck up there. But we do need more Pokemon on our bench to get our last prize. Let's put that down. Let's put Zorua down. I'm going to attach an energy to Turt because Turt needs energy. Let's ride his beating for the knockout here. We're down to 1 prize card. Please be a field blower. Oh, it's a Zorua, not a field blower. Not what we wanted. I really should have checked for the other field blower when I was in my deck, but I tend to play much more casually on PTCGO. If this was a match in real life, I probably would have made it a point to see if both of my field blowers were in the deck. Well, I know one's in the discard, but to make sure none are prized at the beginning of the game. Tapu Cure GX. Alright, all we need here is a field blower or a Guzma. We don't get either of them. Let's attach an energy to Turt because I want to put him out in case we need to retreat him earlier. He has that energy. If we Shell Trap for 20, that puts them up to 30. They take 80, and then we can just retreat. Okay, so I'm not going to put the Choice Band down because we might need it if they bring out the Golisopod. And I don't want them to field blower it away, so I'm just going to hit them with a Shell Trap for 20 and see what they can do about it. They've used their GX attack with Tapu Cure. I'm not sure. Okay, and we'll just see a pass. So I think we can just win here. Yep, attach Choice Band. Oh, my bad. This Zoroark has a float stone on him. I thought this float stone. I'm terrible. That is my bad. So we can't win this turn because 1, 2, 3, 60, 90. This Lele cannot get a knockout. We drew another Choice Band, so let's put that Choice Band there. Shell Trap. Let's see what happens. If that Floatstone wasn't on Zoroark GX, well, we couldn't have made the play we made the turn earlier, so we needed that Floatstone. I just got blinded with a shot at winning there. Didn't even see the float stone. But I think we're still in a good position to win. First impression for 80, 120, and they take 80. So let's see. $100. Alright. My timer's running out. I'm going to evolve. Just to give myself a couple more seconds to think. We're going to retreat hit for 80, 120. Okay. We're going to retreat the Turtonator. Put out Zoroark with full health. Pray that they don't have a Guzma. Please, Arceus, don't let them have a Guzma. And then we'll ride us beating them for 120. Again, that would have been the win if I could attach Choice Band to Zoroark GX, but it has a float stone on it. Let's see what they can do. Acerola. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still 6 items. Oh, do they have the Guzma? Okay, it doesn't look like they have a Guzma. Oh, my bad. They just Acerola'd. I'm in full-on panic mode here trying to win this match. So they could not have Guzma there. Sorry, guys. Still no abilities, nothing good. Alright, I'm gonna have to retreat here and hit them with Energy Drive. Hope they don't have a Guzma again. Hope I top deck a Field Blower. Could top deck a Guzma, that would be great too. This has been a really, really solid match so far. I'm glad I'm recording this one. This is stressful though. I really want to win this match. I've put 20 minutes into it. I am emotionally invested in this Zoroark Lycanroc deck, beating what I thought was a bad matchup. Floatstone, okay. Lele, but you can't use the Wonder Tag. And we'll just put that Lele out there. And we got the Guzma. So we're going to bring up Golisopod. We could have brought up anything on their bench, but I'll bring up the Golisopod, and I will kill it with Riotous Beating. And that's the game. So, thank you for watching. That was a really, really awesome match. Like I said, if you want to see my list for Zoroark GX, Lycanroc GX, just let me know that you want to see a deck analysis on it, and I'll make that happen. It's a pretty easy list to make, I think. It wasn't too difficult. The Turtonator is a personal choice of mine that I thought was really going to be helpful, and I think it proved to be helpful. So, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you like what you saw, and I'll see you next time.